Every single day, you are damaging your body, and you have absolutely no idea it's happening. Not from a fall, not from a disease, not from anything you'd expect a doctor to warn you about. It's happening right now with the most ordinary thing you do, something you've done thousands of times without a second thought. You are walking wrong, and your body has been paying the price for decades. Now, before you think this doesn't apply to you, I want you to listen very carefully, because the way most people over 60 walk isn't just inefficient. Science now shows it is actively accelerating joint breakdown, robbing your brain of blood flow, and silently stealing years from your independence. But here's the good news. The fix is not a surgery. It's not a prescription. It costs nothing and takes less than 5 minutes a day. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the way you were taught to walk is working against your body, and the precise adjustments that can change how you feel within days. You probably wake up with stiffness in your lower back, not from anything dramatic, just from sleeping or sitting too long, or doing something as simple as unloading the dishwasher. You probably feel that familiar ache in your knees by mid-afternoon. Maybe your hips feel tight. Maybe your feet hurt in a way they never used to. Most people think this is just aging. They think, well, I'm getting older. This is what getting older feels like. And so they push through it. They slow down a little. They hold the railing a little tighter. They tell themselves this is normal. But here's what you need to understand. And this is the part that changes everything. Those aches and that stiffness are not random. They are your body sending you a very specific signal. And that signal is pointing directly at how you are moving. The real cause isn't your age. It isn't your weight. It isn't even your fitness level. It is your walking pattern. And it's been wrong since the day someone first told you to stand up straight, heel down first, and just walk. What's surprising? And what you're about to discover is that the normal way most of us walk is the exact opposite of what your body was designed for. Let's talk about what is actually happening inside your body every time your foot hits the ground. When you walk, your body absorbs a force equal to roughly 1.5 times your body weight with every single step. If you weigh 160 pounds, that's 240 pounds of force hammering into your joints with each footfall. Now, here's where your walking pattern matters enormously. Most people land heel first, hard, flat, and that force shoots up like a shockwave. It goes from your heel straight into your ankle, up through your knee, into your hip, and then into your lower spine. Think of it like this. Imagine you're holding a long metal rod. Someone drops a heavy brick on one end. You feel the vibration all the way up to your hands. That is what's happening to your skeleton every single step when you heel strike incorrectly. Now, your body actually has a built-in shock absorption system. It is one of the most elegant engineering feats in nature. It is called your foot arch. And most people have essentially stopped using it. Your foot arch is designed to compress, load energy like a spring, and then release it to propel you forward. But when you strike the ground with a stiff, flat heel, you bypass that arch entirely. You are walking on a bridge and never letting the bridge do its job. A landmark study published in the journal Nature found that modern humans who adopt a forefoot or midfoot strike pattern generate significantly lower impact forces, up to 7 times lower, than those who heel strike with a stiff ankle. 7 times lower. That is the difference between a gentle ripple and a crashing wave. And this connects directly to your joints. Your knee cartilage has no blood supply of its own. None. It receives nutrients and stays healthy through something called mechanical loading, the gentle compression and release that happens during smooth, controlled movement. When your walking pattern sends sharp, uneven shock through your knee instead of smooth rolling pressure, that cartilage is not just being stressed, it is being starved. A 2012 study from Harvard Medical School found that runners and walkers who habitually heel strike experience 2 to 3 times more repetitive stress injuries than those who landed with a midfoot or forefoot strike. 2 to 3 times more. Now, your posture plays into this too, and this is where it gets interesting. Most people, especially after 60, develop what's called forward head posture. Your chin juts forward. Your shoulders round. Your chest caves slightly inward. This does not just make you look tired. It directly affects your walking mechanics. For every inch your head moves forward from its neutral position, your spine must support the equivalent of an extra 10 pounds of force. If your head is 2 inches forward, which is extremely common, Your neck and upper back are managing the equivalent of a 40 to 50 pound head instead of a 10 to 12 pound head. And your legs know it. Your hips tilt. Your stride shortens. Your glutes, which should be your primary walking engine, essentially shut off. And your knees and lower back absorb everything those powerful glutes should have been handling. Your body is not failing. Your body is compensating brilliantly. It's just compensating for a problem you never knew you were creating. Here's what nobody tells you. Walking was never supposed to be a passive activity. For most of human history, we didn't walk on flat, paved surfaces wearing cushioned shoes. We walked on uneven terrain, barefoot, or in minimal footwear, and our entire musculoskeletal system was engaged with every single step. Modern shoes, especially thick-soled cushioned shoes, which most people over 60 are told to wear for support, may actually be making your body weaker over time, not stronger. This is the counterintuitive truth. The more cushioning under your heel, the more your brain permits a harder, more damaging heel strike. The shoe absorbs some shock, but it also tells your nervous system, don't worry about it. And so your protective reflexes stop firing. Think of it like wearing a padded glove when you punch a wall. The padding might protect you a little, but because it's there, you hit harder. Take the glove off, and you instantly become more careful, more precise, more controlled. Your body is smarter than you think. It just needs honest feedback from the ground. Now here's the science that backs this up. A study from the University of Virginia followed adults over 60 and found that those who wore minimal or moderately cushioned footwear, combined with conscious gait training, showed measurable improvements in balance, joint load distribution, and reported pain levels within just 8 weeks. 8 weeks. And there's something even more important that nobody is talking about. The soles of your feet are covered in tiny sensory receptors called proprioceptors. These are your body's GPS system. They constantly send information to your brain about where your body is in space, how to balance, and how to adjust your movement in real time. When you walk in thick, cushioned shoes on completely flat surfaces, those receptors go quiet. They're not needed. And just like a muscle that stops being used, they weaken. This is why balance problems accelerate so dramatically after 60. It is not purely an age issue. It is a stimulation issue. Your proprioceptors are not failing. They are being silenced. And when they go quiet, your risk of falls skyrockets. The good news is that these receptors are remarkably responsive to reactivation. Your nervous system is far more adaptable than anyone has told you. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, and it does not stop at 60 or 70 or even 80. Your body is waiting for the right signal, and you're about to learn exactly how to give it. Here is the walking protocol I want you to start today. There are 4 steps. Each one has a specific physiological reason. And none of them require you to buy anything or go anywhere special. Step 1. Reset your head position before you take a single step. Before you begin walking, whether you're heading to the mailbox or walking across your living room, take one slow breath in, and as you exhale, gently pull your chin straight back, not down, not up, straight back, as if someone has a gentle hand on the back of your head. You will feel your chest open slightly. Your shoulders will drop. This position brings your center of gravity back over your hips, where it belongs, and instantly reactivates your glutes. It takes 4 seconds. Do this every single time you stand up to walk for the next 2 weeks, until it becomes automatic. Physiologically, this one adjustment realigns your spine, reduces the load on your lumbar vertebrae, and signals your posterior chain, the muscles running from your heels up to your head, to engage properly. Step 2. Land midfoot, not heel. This is the central change, and it feels strange at first, but try this right now, wherever you are. Stand up, take 3 slow steps. Instead of letting your heel crash down first, try to let the middle of your foot, just behind the ball, make contact with the ground first. While your heel will still touch the ground, but it touches softly a fraction of a second after your midfoot. Walk at a comfortable pace for 60 seconds using this pattern twice a day. Just 60 seconds, twice a day. Do it in your kitchen, do it in your hallway. That is enough to begin reprogramming your movement pattern. Why does this work? Because landing midfoot engages your arch as a shock absorber. It recruits your calf muscles and your Achilles tendon as a spring system. And it dramatically reduces the jarring impact force reaching your knees and hips. Step 3. Shorten your stride and speed up your step rate. This sounds counterintuitive. Most people assume longer strides mean better, more efficient walking. They don't overstriding, taking steps that land your foot far in front of your body, forces you to heel, strike, locks your knee straight at impact, and sends that full shock wave directly into your joint. The research is clear on this. A 2014 study in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy found that increasing step rate by just 5 to 10%, taking slightly shorter, slightly quicker steps, reduced peak knee loads by up to 20%. 20% less stress on your knees with a change you can make in the next 10 minutes. Try this. Walk at your normal speed for 30 seconds. Count how many times your right foot hits the ground. Now try again same distance, but aim to take just 2 or 3 more steps per minute. Shorter and slightly quicker. Your body will naturally adjust the landing point of your foot forward under your center of gravity where it's supposed to be. Step 4. Activate your arms. Your arms are not just along for the ride. They are your walking counterbalance. When your left leg moves forward, your right arm should swing forward, naturally, loosely, from your shoulder, not your elbow. Most people over 60 reduce their arm swing significantly. Sometimes they hold their hands clasped in front of them. Sometimes they keep them stiff at their sides. This kills your walking rhythm, stiffens your thoracic spine, reduces your rotational core engagement, and, critically, decreases your balance. For the next week, consciously let your arms swing freely. Bend your elbows at roughly 90 degrees. Relax your hands. Let the natural rotation happen through your torso. Do this deliberately for 60 seconds during your twice daily midfoot practice, then let it become habit. Here is what you are going to notice in your body as you apply these changes. After just 3 days, you will feel an unusual muscle soreness, and I want you to know this is a good sign. Your calves, your glutes, and the muscles around your ankles will be mildly sore. These muscles have been underused for years. They are waking up. This soreness typically fades by day 5. After 1 week, the morning stiffness in your lower back will begin to diminish. This happens because your spine is no longer bearing the full brunt of each footfall. Your shock absorption system has started doing its job again. After 2 weeks, your balance will feel noticeably more reliable. Not dramatically different. But when you step off a curb, when you turn quickly in your kitchen, when you walk on uneven ground, your body will respond faster and more confidently. This is your proprioceptors reactivating. Your nervous system is communicating better with your feet, and that communication is keeping you upright and safe. After 4 to 6 weeks, people consistently report that their knee pain, the background ache they assumed was permanent, has meaningfully reduced. Not because the cartilage has magically regenerated, but because the pattern of load on your joint has fundamentally changed. Your knees are absorbing smooth, distributed pressure the way they were designed to, instead of repetitive sharp impacts. And here is the benefit almost nobody expects. Your cognitive sharpness improves. When your arm swing increases and your thoracic spine begins to rotate properly, your brain receives significantly more varied sensory input. Neurologists studying gait have found that full body, coordinated walking, with proper arm swing and balanced proprioceptive feedback, stimulates regions of your brain associated with spatial processing, attention, and executive function. Your walking pattern is not just a physical activity, it is a full brain workout. And for adults over 60, this cognitive stimulation is one of the most accessible and potent tools available for preserving mental sharpness. Here is the core insight from everything you've just heard. Your body was never designed for the flat, cushioned, passive way most of us move through the modern world, and those decades of compensating have been quietly accumulating in your joints, your balance, and your energy levels. But your body is not broken. It has simply been waiting for the right signals. And now you know exactly how to give them. Here is the challenge I want to leave you with. The next time you stand up, right after this video ends, take that 1 breath, pull your chin back, and take 60 seconds of deliberate midfoot steps. Just 60 seconds. And ask yourself, have you ever actually paid attention to how your body moves through the world? Because now you know that it matters far more than anyone ever told you. If you want to go deeper on this, there is a video right here that explains what your posture is doing to your blood pressure and your heart. And the connection will genuinely surprise you.